Alright everybody, welcome to this week's railroad crossing tour video. Apologies for not being able to do one last week. I just didn't have the time in my week to go out and film one and put it out there for you guys. But we're back at it this week with a quite familiar spot, at least I would think. We're out here in Carleton, Michigan at Monroe Street. And this is where the CSX Saginaw sub and the CN Flat Rock Subdivision cross here, right at a diamond, which is right next to the crossing. It's pretty cool. This is once, excuse me, a once very bustling junction here in Carleton. There's even a former tower, interlocking tower right here, which is no longer in use. So it once very bustling junction, but now it's just mainly CSX and the Indiana-Ohio Railway. And notice how I said that there's CSX and the CN Flat Rock Subdivision here. So yes, even though CN does own this part of the Flat Rock sub still, only as of 2020, only the INO runs over this part of the line. And it's only a few movements a week too. So yeah, this part, this line right here, the CN Flat Rock out here, it barely gets anything. So it's mainly just all CSX here and all their operations. But with all that out of the way, let's go ahead and get right into the tour. We have 3 signals here to tour. They're all pretty identical. But let's go ahead and get started. So our first signal here has a SafeTran cantilever, a classic style one. These used to be at Oak Street on the Conrail cantilevers, if you're familiar with that. And then here's the emergency information for CSX, and their dot number for the crossing is 232-160E. Now what's interesting is my friend Diann actually did a video at this crossing as well, a tour video. This signal in particular actually used to have both CSX's information and CN's information and their dot number, which is different. But as you can see, they took the CN one off. You can tell where it used to be, but they took it off. So it just has CSX's info. And we are at mile 105.17 of the Saginaw subdivision. So the lights on this signal are 2 pairs of 8-inch SafeTran incandescent lights. They sit on a SafeTran light bracket. The overhead lights are 2 pairs of SafeTran 12x20 inch light heads with, I believe to be Leotech EV series dotted LEDs in them on a SafeTran light bracket. The bell on the signal, excuse me, it is an NEG electronic bell. And then for the gate mechanism, it sits on a SafeTran base right there. And it's a SafeTran gate mechanism. I think this is a 70s generation. I could be wrong, but I think so. And then the gate has Ricoh LED gate lights and a wind guard, but it's like not where it's supposed to be, so it's not really doing much. Okay, so there is a CN truck down there. It kind of sounds like there might be testing one of the other crossings down there. It's kind of tricked me. So there's your first signal. I know we're getting hit with immense backlight right now. I'm doing this at like 8 in the morning. You can see one of the cantilever lights is missing a visor up there. It's been like that for a while, I think. So that's your, oh, it's that truck backing up. That's what it is. That's what I'm hearing. All right, so that's our first signal. We're gonna let this bus cross and go over to the next. All right, here's the second signal for, I guess you could say, the other signal for CSX. This also has a classic style SafeTran cantilever with the cover here. It's mounted upside down. This signal has CSX's emergency information as well, not CN's. This also has an older dot tag on it, on the back there. An old CNO one. It's got the same information on it. Can't really see it too well though because it's blocked by the ladder. Alright, the lights on the signal are also 2 pairs of SafeTran 8-inch incandescent lights on a SafeTran light bracket. The overhead lights are the same as the first signal, 12x20 inch light heads with dotted LEDs inside of them on a SafeTran light bracket. And the bell, there's a, I think it's a General Signals E-bell up there, but I believe that one is dead. And the bell is right here on the gate mast, and it's another NEG electronic bell. And the gate mast itself sits on another SafeTran base. And then this is another 70s style, I think, SafeTran. I think it's a late 70s, I should probably be more specific. Late 70s SafeTran gate mechanism. And the gate has Ricoh incandescent gate lights and no wind guard due to the bell being on top of the mast and it being all the way down here. Oh, there you go. There's a better look at that old CNO dot tag. All right. So those are the two signals that CSX has. And now we're gonna go to just the one signal over there that CN owns. We're gonna go over to that one right now. All right, and now we are way over here to toward CN's signal, which also has another classic SafeTran cantilever. And then this signal has CN's information, not CSX's. Their dot number for their crossing is 258197U. I don't think this has an old Grand Trunk tag on it. It has C&O on here, but this is CN's line right here. Of course, back in the day, it used to be Grand Trunk Western. Yeah, like I said, this used to be quite the busy rail junction, but with things just declining, PSR, stuff like that, and also CN, not wanting to run their trains down this part of the line anymore, and it's just I&O. It's heavily declined to just, I'd want to say maybe like 15 trains a day through here. Anyways, we're getting off track. So CN's signal has 2 more pairs of SafeTran 8-inch incandescent lights on a SafeTran light bracket. The overhead lights are the same thing. They're 2 pairs of 12 by 20-inch light heads with those dotted LEDs in them and another SafeTran light bracket. The bell on the signal, I think it might be a General Signals e-bill, but it also could be an NEG. It looks like a General Signals e-bill to me. I'm not sure what type, but it's probably in Damon's video. I just didn't watch that part of his video. So, the gate, it's on another SafeTran base. And then it has another late 1970s model SafeTran gate mechanism. As you can tell, this gate has seen some better days. This is definitely an older one. I believe those to be Rico LED gate lights, and then no wind guard on this signal, since the mast being really short. So that's all for the signals here for this crossing. Let's go ahead and get a look down the track. So this is looking towards, it's looking north towards Flat Rock, or I guess, no, I wouldn't say north, I'd say east towards Flat Rock. And then that's looking west towards Diann, where the I&O takes over maintenance of this line. And then let's go back over to CSX. All right, back on CSX's property. This is looking north. That next crossing right there is Ash Avenue. And then this is looking south towards Toledo. And this line actually becomes the CSX Toledo terminal the further you go south from here. Then you'll find yourself going through Monroe and eventually Toledo, just like the line in the name says. And I believe that's going to wrap it here from Monroe Street here in Carleton, Michigan, with these older style SafeTran cantilever signals and a few relics of the past still here, some new and updated, but still a pretty decent railfanning spot for CSX and just a tad bit of I&O action. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next week.